Old reliable BeLive.tv. Oh my gosh. I have had quite the day. I wish I could tell you everything that's going on, because I would love this to be a one of those moments where you share and you get, all these ideas and affirmations and things like that, because it has been a hell of a day. I'll tell you right now. And the lighting may even look odd because Aldo had to take one of my lights because he's barbecuing in the back it's his birthday today. Aldo's birthday is today. And my birthday is next week. So it's funny that we both love what it is we do. And our birthdays are just a couple days apart. And so we're kindred spirits. But the webinar was a huge fail, and I have been on, hey, Amy, I have been on with tech support with the platform that I was using to bring the event to you, trying to figure out what went wrong, why didn't it work. And I decided to come on not only to tell you that I'm well aware that for whatever reason, the YouTube links or the links that you got to go to the webinar were not properly working, but I wanted to tell you that there's lessons to be learned from something like this, especially for those of you that are either in the dog training business right now and trying to learn how to use the new technology, how to use social media, how to use all the different platforms that are available to you to reach a greater audience. And there's going to be a lesson I'm going to talk about in just 1 minute. I want to talk to you about the webinar and why I cannot do it live on Facebook. It's because I have another group that pays several $1,000s up to about $8,000, just a little short of $8,000, for me to teach them the same stuff I was going to teach you in a free webinar. And so so I can't do it live on Facebook because I'm meeting 18 of them, maybe 20 of them in San Diego next week, where we are going to have 2 days and talking about much of what it was I was going to bring to you in the webinar. Again, most of the webinar is sharing the information with you, giving you some input as to how you can start doing it yourself, where the other one is all of that plus we take them just a little bit further. So it's something that I cannot share, at least without doing it privately in a private webinar setting, so that we can have interaction and talk and kind of share that thing. So it is impossible for me to do that, at least to share as much as what I was going to share about how to make money doing what you love, and how it is that I was able to get on national television, how I was able to get countries to ask me to train dogs for their entire country, and that kind of stuff. How I did that is kind of part of what I was going to be talking about in the webinar. And again, I just I cannot do that, considering I have another group that pay a heck of a lot of money for being in the mastermind that I run, along with 2 other fantastic marketers. So that's the reason why I can't, or else I would have just turned around and came on live on Facebook and then taught and did the whole thing in the keynote and brought that to you. But the technology and how it can go awry is that you're trying to bring in this particular platform, Kajabi with YouTube and Google Hangouts, is you're trying to bring these 2 things together to make them work appropriately. And there's some settings, apparently, because on my end, it looked as if everything was working perfectly. I'm going to get to the lesson that we're going to learn from what just happened in just a minute. But I'm just trying to explain how this all works and why the next time I'm hoping it will work perfectly, because I'm not giving up. I'm going to persevere. We're going to come back and do this again. I really apologize. I know that 21 of you opted in and were expecting a webinar tonight, and maybe set aside some time. And I apologize. And I know that that's not always easy to do, as far as setting aside some time to make sure that you are somewhere that you can get some value. But I promise you, I'll make it up to you, and we'll add more to the next one for those of you that decide to overlook the technical issues that can come up, and decide to opt in again, and to try me again, and to allow me to hopefully teach you something that's going to be of value to you, and take you to the next level, and really begin to make some money in the dog training business. So that's my promise, is that we're going to do it again, and I'll even give you more. All right, so that's it. What the lesson to be learned is that as all of us are continuing to grow in this new technology, you have to persevere. You have to be strong and not allow these types of things to set you back and to keep you from just getting through it. These are all going to happen. We're dealing with, again, earlier, the internet wasn't working at all, right? The internet was completely down here. For whatever reason, it miraculously, wow, I cannot speak. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't do the webinar. It was, for whatever reason, it just came back on. We don't know why, because I was on with tech support with them, with Time Warner, for about an hour, going through the process of unplugging, plugging in, doing all the stuff, right, and couldn't get it going. They were sending out a tech, and then just randomly, about 45 minutes before I came on, well, at least when I was trying to come on live, the internet started working again. And now here I am talking to you. The other thing was, after the internet's working, then this marriage between YouTube, Google Hangouts, and New Kajabi failed. On my end, it looked like it was working perfectly. And so the conclusion is that one of the many selections you can make as far as your account was not properly switched over. And so that is why on my end, everything looked perfect. But on your end, when you try to log on, it said that the video was unavailable. So, and again, that was after another 45 minutes with tech support with New Kajabi. And so that is my story. But the lesson to be learned is that you have to continue on. You have to keep doing it, because by not letting it frustrate you, because many times you can just throw up your arms and say, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to do things the old fashioned way. And then I'll just allow what happens to happen. Right. And you'll just, give up. You can't. You got to continue on. Aldo was sharing with me today that on the other side, on the Spanish side of instruction that he's doing, is that there's many of the students don't understand how to get on live. There's many students that don't do the homework. There's many students that don't follow directions that have been written out that said, do these things, and they do not do those things. Cameron Thompson is another one who shares with, I send them these emails. I tell them exactly what to do. And then they call me and ask me, what do they do? And they said, well, it's all written in the email. Did you not read the email? And so these are all things we all have to deal with as dog trainers, as business owners. There's many of our customers on the dog training side of things who understand that you have to explain things more than a couple times, whether it's your clients or your customers or your employees. And that is just a part of what it is that we have to do. And we have to overcome those things that frustrate us. The fact that the webinar failed, that we could not get on live, that we could not connect, one, hurts my heart, because I know some of you set aside some time to spend with me so that I could tell you hopefully some stuff that was going to help you out. And that does hurt. But I can't let it stop me. I can't let it hold me back from trying again and getting through the technology. Again, this was the very first time using this platform in this manner. So there was bound to be some type of technical glitch. Unfortunately, it had to do with just starting and getting on. But again, we're not going to let us set us back. Part of what I'll talk about for a moment in the webinar is that I know that many of you who decide to go into the dog training business, who decide to be dog trainers and to take hard-earned money from people so that you can help them with their dogs, is that you just want to do that, right? You just simply want to train a dog and a human being and make their life better. That is what you're in business for. You're not in the business to become an accountant, right? You're not in the business to become a marketer. You're not in the business to become a webinar giver. You're not in the business of being a producer of a video show, right? None of those things were anything you were interested in when you decided that I want to become a dog trainer and make money doing it. However, if you're going to be in business, every business owner is thrown in to all of these other jobs, all of these other hats. Now, you can decide, well, I have enough money that I can hire other people to do it, right? That's always an option. If you can get a loan, or just you're wealthy enough, or if you've saved up enough money that you can do that, that is fantastic. You get you have a huge advantage over other people. However, there are many dog trainers that we did not come into this position of wanting to start a business with the money that allows us to hire accountants, hire an assistant, hire other trainers, hire a video crew, hire a tech person, hire a social media person. Right? We unfortunately, if we're going to make it, if we're going to go to a place where we can begin to make some money, we have to kind of learn some of these things. So my job, I believe, in the future, with all of you that want to do this, is to show you how to do it quickly, easily, and inexpensively, if I can. And only share with you the things that you really have to do now. What is it I have to do now in order to go to that next level? What is the next thing I have to do? That's what the webinar is about. What is the next thing I need to do after that? And how is it that I can do it in a way that isn't going to take me from what it is I really want to do? I just simply want to train dogs. I want to train people. I want to make their lives better. Right? I know I want to be on this path, but every so while I'm going to have to come over here and I'm going to have to hit a button on my computer. I'm going to have to plug in something into the USB port, and I'm going to have to connect using some type of platform that allows me to go live and do this. Right? And you're going to learn how to do that. I promise you, it's going to be simple. It's going to be easy, and you're going to be able to do it over and over again, and it's going to become brainless, and you're going to be able to do it, and it's going to help you reach new heights with what it is you're doing. Right. So I'm hoping that is going to be the case. Right. But you have to know that you're going to hit hurdles. You're going to hit walls. You're going to hit things that are going to just set you back, and you're going to want to pull your hair out. I over the last couple of days, I've had to been in divorce court. It didn't go well. I had to a couple of days ago. I was in the hospital. Earlier, our internet went down. I had an argument with the ex-wife about something else that had to do with yesterday, right? And then I had a failure on the webinar. Is there not enough a person can take? No, I could take it, right? We can always take those things and just decide how we let them affect us. Right? Are we going to let us stop us from doing what it is we love? No. Is it going to stop me from, being able to hang out with my kids and loving every minute, every giggle, every tear, every moment I spend with them? No. Is it going to change that? No. But it could if I let it, right? But we are not going to let it. None of us are going to let it affect us in that way. We're going to hit the walls, hit the hurdles, trip over the curbs, and we're going to get up, brush ourselves off, and we're going to move forward because that's who we are. Right? We're going to persevere, and we're going to make sure that we don't let those things stop us. I can see that Gina's on, Sebastian is on. Again, I will tell Aldo happy birthday. Is that what that says? Seche, please tell the history from the dog and few sit in the train station. All right, I will Aldo have come tell this. Oh. I think that I know the story you're talking about. Sorry, I was on the wrong thing. So I'll maybe have him tell that story. Boo. Yeah, I know. Gosh darn it. Earlier I had a broadcast from my living room because the internet wasn't working. Say happy birthday to Aldo. I will. Ellen, I'll say happy birthday to Aldo. It is his birthday today, and he's cooking on his birthday. I will tell him happy birthday. Good. All right. And Amy's on. All right. So there you go. I want to let you know that I know the webinar failed. I apologize. We're going to get it working. We're going to get it fixed. I still believe in the Kajabi platform, which that's what I was using when it didn't work. Again, it was something that I didn't click. I didn't change, maybe misread the instructions on how to do it. But again, on my end, everything was running perfectly. I could see myself. I could hear myself on the webinar page. I was commenting to myself. I was having a grand old time all by myself with none of you on there. But it had to do with a setting. I will figure out what that setting is and we'll fix it. All right. And it'll be better. And I'm going to add a little bonus to it for all of you that return and trust in me that it was nothing that I did on purpose. And it is just something that happened. All right. And we're going to get it fixed. And Next week, I'm tied up. I'm in San Diego all week next week with that group I just told you about, and we're going to be talking about how to take their businesses to the next level. And I have some special guests and things like that I've made arrangements for in San Diego. If you are in San Diego and you want to possibly join us over there, you should maybe private message me, and I'll see what I can do to get you in. Again, most of the people have paid quite a bit of money to be there, and so we'll have to keep it our little secret, but just let me know and I'll see what I can do. It's the 13th and the 14th. We'll be celebrating my birthday in San Diego because next week it's my birthday. Today's Aldo's birthday. Next week is my birthday. We'll be celebrating my birthday in San Diego on the 13th. My birthday is actually on the 14th, just in case you want to send me a present or something like that. But we'll be doing that. So that is next week. And then I'll be setting up the next webinar where we can try this again. And we're going to make sure that it works. All right. And that is all. That's all I have for you. All right. I will see you at the next one. Again, thank you, all of you, for sticking with us, and look for the announcement for the next webinar. And I'm going to make it so sweet that you cannot miss it. All right. All right. That is it. Gina, thank you. Everybody else, Sebastian, Alan, Will, Amy, thank you very much. And all of you that'll be watching the replay, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. All right. That is it. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Take care.